Destiny. My dream. Dreams, okay. Sam, what does destiny mean to you?
Where I'm going?
Where are you going? Lester? Destiny.
Where I'm supposed to go.
Supposed to go. Jesse? Is that Jesse? 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 Perfect. Jackie?
I agree with her.
What she was born to do. Okay.
Purpose, the same thing.
I studied, someone asked me what church I went to. I study science of mind, and I also study unity.
Right.
And so I know both philosophies, and I like both philosophies. And I have never been taught in a classroom. I teach myself. I teach myself in my wilderness experiences that I've been in. Therefore, it gave me time to teach myself. Because when I was able to go to the wilderness for 2 years to live, literally live, the Unity Church was folded because it wasn't. They didn't even know the colors. They didn't even know the 12 powers. And that's what God sent me. And then the Sons of Mind Church around the corner took over the building, and so therefore it gave me a time to study under his home, not under the direction of a man, but under the direction of God.
Okay.
So I learned a lot of the other day. I'll talk to you later about that. So that's my background. My other thing is, I do not have a formal education in college. There's nothing wrong with it. But there's nothing wrong with me not having it either. My wisdom and my knowledge comes from above, within me, from God. And I've been like this since I was a child. I am creative, talented, gorgeous. And I am able to write books and do other things. My education book, I wrote it for teachers, and I've taught over 150 workshops for educators. An educational publisher calls me without a 4-year college degree to write a book for teachers because I'm creative. And my creativity comes from creative intelligence. So right. I'm not saying that to make excuses, but a lot of people get turned off on me because I'm dressed like fire and I look gorgeous and they think I have all this and that shit. So I like people to know what's going on with me so you understand. All right? Okay. Now, destiny. In the revealing word, Paul Stillmore said destiny is the goal toward which man's own thoughts are leading him. Ernest Holmes in The Science of Mind says destiny is the result of what a man thinks, effects, which has been decreed according to the perfect law, cause and effect. William Jennings Bryan was born in 1860 and died in 1925, and he said, destiny, you might have heard this before, destiny is a matter of choice. Destiny is not a matter of choice. It is a matter of choice. That doesn't make sense. No, that doesn't make sense. I think I didn't have my glasses on when I wrote it. But anyway, it's a thing, he finished and he said it's a thing to be waited for and to be achieved. Okay. What I'd like to share with you right now is my story. Why I'm here today and why I write books. For you that don't know, I'm 55 years old and I have 6 adult children. I was married 21 years and I've been divorced 12. And when I was 12 years old, I wanted to model and to write books. I wanted to be creative. But I really didn't have anyone in my life, a parent, to guide me and direct me in my creativity. My friend, I think. And so, maybe not. And so, when I was 14 years old, I was shopping downtown Nashville. Hey! Dorothy Johnson. Thank you so too. I love you. You want to sit here? This is Dorothy Johnson, and I've been in the church presenting many times. Anyway, when I was 14 years old, I was downtown shopping, and I saw a model search for 17 magazines. At that time, there was only maybe 2 models or maybe 1 black model, and maybe one of them was Beverly Johnson. I was looking at magazines when I was 12 years old saying, I should be in these magazines. So you know what? I knew it was in me what I was supposed to do as a child. Some said I was rebellious, but I really wasn't. I just a strong will and knew what I was supposed to do. So I entered that modeling contest, told my mother she paid the photographer and was a finalist from 17 magazines at 14 years old. I didn't get to do it, and at 18 I went into fashion and merchandising at a 2-year college and got that degree, met my ex-husband, said I do, and he said I didn't have to work. Well, that's not what he meant. He meant I don't want you to work. But he didn't explain that, and we didn't have to talk. I didn't know we were going to have to talk about working. And so anyway, 6 children later, I'm stay-at-home mom, 6 children later, I started volunteering at my kids' school. And you know what? Everything in life is spiritual. People don't want to recognize that, but everything that we do is spiritual. So I volunteered the first year, and then the next year, the principal asked me to be the PTA president. I said no because I had my own reasons. I wasn't afraid. I just didn't want teachers. I thought some teachers talked about parents, and I didn't want to be under the microscope because my mother is a teacher, and all her sisters and brothers and all her cousins and all my siblings and the whole neighborhood. So I'm not saying all teachers are like that because Miss Johnson is an educator and she was not like that. But there were some things that I heard that I didn't want to be under the microscope. I left that office, and God said, go back and say yes. And I'm like, So I did not go back and say yes. I went home and told my ex-husband, and my husband at the time, and he said, you don't have time. So which voice do you think I listened to?
No, back to school.
Yes, the one, yes. I went in the next room, called the principal, and said, I will do it.
Rebellion.
So I did that, and we put our school on the map. We put our school on the map. I provided the leadership. These black parents across the street as a project had never been utilized in that school until I became the president. That's why I was called. That was one reason why I was called by God to be the PTA president. Who would have thought? A call by God to be the PTA president. Who would have thought it? Anyway, however, we put the school on the map, and everything the school wanted, they got. Because the community, we asked the community. From that was the beginning of my newfound freedom, my new self, my new beginning of. Because I had been a stay-at-home mother, and my ex-husband didn't want me to come out of the house and use my gifts and talents that God had given me. That God had given me, endowed me with before I was even born in this life. So, from there, we did school thing, and then from there, parents from across the street would come to school with rovers and house shoes, and they stopped all that and started brushing their teeth and cleaning themselves up because I empowered them. They were empowered. They had a role model. My mission today is to empower, heal, inspire, and instruct. The definition for empowerment means to give power. And I want you all to give yourself permission to use your power in this life. In 2011, and create your destiny. So, after that year was over with, she asked me to be the PTA president next year. I said, no, I'm going home and clean my house. The house hasn't been clean. I was busy. You know, I was on a mission. But I didn't understand that God had a higher plan for that mission. So from that, and Ms. Johnson will tell you, I won a leadership award, and the school won a grant. I didn't really, they want money. I want a little plaque. I'm like, where's my money? I get something, little crown and glory, you know? So anyway, from that, we get a new school superintendent, and all schools of the same social and economic status of that particular school was calling me, Carol Batey, me. You know, the one without an education degree and a 4-year college degree. They were calling me, asking me what I did. Well, you know, I get tired of talking for a minute, so I started writing a little handbook. I said, yeah, there's nothing in the public library. That's all it is. So let's start listing this thing, you know. Then we get a new school superintendent. Okay. We get a new school superintendent. He's at a meeting, and I went, and he's teaching, and I was the only parent there. The rest was administrators, because my principal invited me. And I'm a little ADHD, a little dyslexic, and a little this, you know, a little that. So he has this little thing up on the, what do you call it, back then? You put the you know what? Projector. The projector. He had it, they don't use them anymore. You know, he had it up there, and he was teaching, and this eye was seeing what he was saying, and this one was too. But this ear was hearing something else, and this ear was actually hearing what he was saying. So I told you I'm a little this and I'm a little that, and therefore all of it, you stir it all together, it all works out for the good. Okay, so I'm sitting there, and I done fixed this thing for parent involvement. He wanted to show the administrators how to increase students' learning and participation. And I'm sitting there, and I hear it in this ear, and so I'm looking at it, and I've changed the whole thing. So the next week I run into him, and parents were asking him, how are you going to get parents involved in school? How are you going to get parents involved in school? And he said, oh, Scott, you know what, it didn't even make sense to me. Because I had done this volunteer work, and schools were already calling me. You know, his